You know she's keeping that in, right, Samantha? It's not a B-roll.
My damn it doll fell. Damn it. And my duck. Oh, duck.
Oh, duck. And she's chewing on her animal crackers.
I just needed another minute.
Meanwhile, we're trying to record an episode.
Oh, wait, you got all fuzzy there. Talk again, Molly.
Who, me?
Yeah.
You might need to turn it down a little bit more.
Do I need to turn my volume down?
When you get excited, it gets fuzzy.
Oh my gosh. Like that? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Better?
That's good. Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Like the eye doctor, better here or here? How about here? What about here?
Better here or here? And I'm like, oh my God.
We're off the rails before we even got on them. Usually we at least get on the rails.
Like, seriously, the eye doctor thing always freaks me out. I'm like, I don't know what's the right answer.
The computer is telling them what it is anyways. I don't know why I need to confirm. Just give me glasses.
Does it look better? Does this one or that one? Hold on, let my eye focus. Wait, I'm not focused.
And some of them are trick questions. You're like, the same. And he's like, good job. I'm like, how many times should I have answered that?
2,000 years later.
Hey, y'all, by the way, this is episode 151. I just want y'all to know that, you know, we didn't announce that in the beginning. So, hey, y'all, welcome to episode 151.
Hey, y'all.
You're really keeping all that. All right.
Here we are.
Guys.
Here we are. Listen, we got something really important to talk to you about today because this is the real deal. Real life. Let's talk true, honest social media, because we always try to be very clear with who we are. We don't try to be something we're not. And we are going to talk about how we are all, three of us, in a social media slump. Now, we do have a nickname for social media. It's called Schmeed. If you just want to say it one word. So we're in a Schmeed slump. So let's talk about this. Tell me about your Schmeed slump, ladies.
Wasn't that from like a cartoon, like a Disney cartoon or something?
Schmeed? I don't know.
I don't know. Nick dubbed it Schmeed a year or so ago.
I feel like Captain Hook. There was like the guy. Anyways, okay.
Okay, yeah, the little Schmeed, but it wasn't Schmeed though.
It was something like
there was no D on the end.
Oh, okay.
Captain! In the back, Captain?
Kind of like when I think of your little lapdog Diamond, I want to go squeak because she's so cute.
Which I took a video of us going for a walk a couple minutes ago. I'm going to post that. She's adorable. Anyways, yeah, social media. So obviously I just keep scrolling lately. I don't have the attention span to focus on social media. I find it easier for my consignment business. Now, I used to have a problem because I didn't really know who my audience was for my consignment business. I had a lot of reseller friends, people that follow me on there. But then I also want to target, like people that are going to buy things from me. And that's the whole point of having it. And then I became a part of you guys. And I was like, I'll just put all the reseller things onto Consignment Chats. And I'll do all of the consignment, like I want people to buy things over here. And I'll talk to them over there. And that worked really well for a while.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really good at posting on Sorting with Samantha. I have just not been good at all about anything on Consignment Chats, and I don't know why.
All right, so your issue is half, not the other half issue. Libby, what's your issue?
Well, as you know, I am not personally invested in social media. It's not really my thing. I just don't care for it. I don't like what it adds to my life. However, I'm in the weird space where it does fit my business, it does fit my mission, and I need to do it because it fits into the mission of my business and building my brand and creates that customer interaction. But I personally don't like social media. It's just not my thing. So I feel like I'm, trying to fit myself into something that I'm not that thrilled about.
All right. So then social media.
What's your issue?
My issue is you got time for this? Because I got a list. I got a long list of issues. My social media, aka Schmeed issue, is that it was my jam. It's what I was known for. It's what I love doing. I love every bit of it. I love creating. I love posting. But I just, as I've said before, lost my mojo about a year ago or so. And I just couldn't, I have the creativity juices kind of went away. However, they are coming back. But what I want to talk about is we all have our issues, right? We have reasons or whatever reason. Maybe we don't even know the reason why we don't like it or why we've lost our mojo or why we can only do this business and we struggle with that business. Do you think, now, Libby, you just said it, your customer base, it does work with the Consignment mission. How important do you think social media is for reselling businesses? And how does each business determine if it's important for them?
So number one, start with your mission. You need to know what your mission is, and then you can decide if social media fits into it. Like for me, I'm big on building my brand and, customer and consignor interaction, and social media is the easiest place to do that since we no longer have the brick and mortar. So it fits into my mission. But I want to just straight up say there is so much push to get on social media for resellers and businesses. And I wholeheartedly believe that it is not necessary to be a successful reseller. Some of the most successful resellers are not on social media. I know I've said this before. It's kind of my soapbox. And don't give in to that pressure. If you do your mission, and social media is not going to build your business and it does not fit into your mission, you know what? Put your hands over your ears. Forget about all that pressure. Forget about the social sharing. Forget about all of that. It's a great tool if it fits your mission, but it is absolutely not necessary. So give that pressure up. I mean, we know a lot of people that are very successful that just don't have their businesses on social media.
Mm-hmm. So, I agree 100%.
Yeah.
100%. So Samantha, you wake up in the morning and you're like, I got to do a post.
So I don't feel that with the Sorting with Samantha side of it. I just, whatever I'm working on, I just take a picture like, hey guys, isn't this mushroom canister really cute? I saw this picture of somebody made it into a Christmas tree, and I just put those up and people talk about it and it's great. And sometimes I do a couple a day, but my goal is like one a day. And I just find that just snapping pictures and putting things up as I'm thinking about it or doing it is really easy. But I just don't feel that with Consignment Chats. I don't know. I used to. Sometimes I do. I don't know. I think the other problem is I look through social media in the morning and at night, and I'll be scrolling and I'll be like, oh, we should do a video about whatever. But I am not, like, there's no makeup. I'm probably not wearing pants. Like, it's
let's be honest.
Right. Like, I'm not ready to just like make a cute video and do whatever. Or I'm in bed and my husband's sleeping and I'm like got the sound off and the thing way down, or I got a headphone in and I'm like trying to like giggle quietly. Like, I'm not in the mode to make something. And then by the next day, it's gone. That phase is over. Moved on to the next thing. So I have ideas that I just don't follow through on.
Well, you said something interesting in our mastermind that I hope is okay to share.
Yeah. So
I had no idea you felt this way. Like, you just came out with it. I had no clue you felt that way.
So that's the other thing is, especially on Facebook, Instagram's a whole nother beast, because Instagram and like TikTok, people are weird on there, and like everybody's like in your zone and in your personality, and that's great. But Facebook is more like businessy. It's more like our business page looks so nice. You can go on there, you can see what videos came out and it's just so nice. And I just feel like when I make something, if I make a goofy reel of me, I don't know, throwing clothes around or whatever, it doesn't fit. Like, it's not going to fit what Consignment Chats looks like. Like, I just feel like I'm not going to be good enough for it. It's weird. Samantha's doing something weird again. I don't know. which is a me thing. I know it's a me thing.
It is.
I love it when that stuff comes up, and I get
Right?
so excited when you post it on Facebook.
I mean, and this is the stuff
yeah.
we preach all the time is you have to be authentically you, right? I mean, I think that is one of the reasons that we get along so well is because we all three are authentically ourselves when we're with each other, and it works well, and nobody's trying to be anything else. And that's who people see and hear when they tune into us. It's us.
But
So
I'm weird. Like, I'm really weird.
no, and how many we love the weird. Libby's very serious, and I don't know what I am. I'm just cuckoo cuckoo. But anyway, I think that is a wonderful thing, and I think you need to get out of your head. And I think that is a problem that a lot of us do is we get into our own head, because if you think about yourself in a week of how many posts you look at, and the ones that you repeatedly watch, maybe several times, are going to be the ones where people are being funny or weird, or they don't have makeup on and something random happens and they're telling you about it and it's in the moment. And those are the ones that I know I end up watching a couple of times and going, oh, Nick, you got to see this. Come look at this. This is great. Those are the ones that happen, the ones that everybody's done up just so and sits there. And that's like watching the news at 5:00.
So I guess the other thing that's in my head is, as we've shifted a little bit, us and Consignment Chats, and we love helping other people. Like, we do more on our Patreon, we do more consulting and things like that. And I always joke that if you want to see business Samantha, then you can tune into a ListPerfectly listing party at 11 a.m. Eastern on Tuesdays, because I usually don't swear on there, and I'm nice and put together, and we're good to go. And any other time, watch out. You don't know what I'm going to say. But as we shift and do more of the, like, we will help guide you, which is what we love to do and we're passionate about it. I don't know. I just feel like I'm not the face of that. I'm not a good face for that.
I think you're wrong. You guys weigh in the comments, friends. Weigh in the comments. Let us know your thought on this. I pretty much tell you what people's thoughts on this are going to be. But you have such a good business sense. And this is where I say we're all very different and we all bring something different to the table, which is why this threesome works, right?
Oh, God.
Libby is very serious and business minded. Now, she does pop out with some funnies that come out of left field, and you laugh because you're like, whoa, where'd that come from?
And then you're like, I'd flip that. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'd flip that. I have to keep myself very much in control, and I don't do a good job of it all the time. And I'm just a goofball that says random things and makes up random words that don't exist and put them in my vocabulary as I talk. But what I love about it, Samantha, with you is you are very business minded. You have so much knowledge in your head to share, and you share it well. You're just judging yourself. I think that's why you got to look at how many people connect to you because of who you are and the way you share it.
Yeah. Okay.
So in other words, get over it, as Jane would say.
No. Yes.
Libby's mom always said, get over it. Get over it.
I'm looking forward to seeing some of those creations. I mean, yeah.
All right.
We're setting the expectations up now, Samantha. People are going to want to see it. So, and I'll tell you this, when we first started Consignment Chats, the Consignment Chats Facebook page was just more informational. And then we have our private community, which, by the way, if you haven't joined, shame on you, get over there. The private community is where we put more of the personalized stuff, because really the other is just to inform people of when an episode is out, when, that kind of thing. But that doesn't mean you can't put fun things out there where people get to know us,
So let's talk about another aspect of this, because yes, that is like the landing page to direct people to go to our community and go to these places. Let's talk about social media as far as what they want and what Facebook wants us to post all the engaging clicks and comment things on the main page. They don't care about our community where we have awesome conversations and I'm posting weird selfies and all that stuff. That's where I'm being weird Samantha. Like, you're already in the group. If you don't like it, leave the group. I don't know. Like, and so, but that stuff in there, that's not really doing anything for us. They want the Instagram and the Facebook, the main pages, to get the stuff. And that's where I feel the pressure too. Like,
I see what you're saying, and I'm kind of feeling like that's a Facebook issue. Like that's a Facebook problem. Like they really need to understand that people put communities together in order to create that. Not everybody, as we know, is comfortable putting stuff out on a Facebook page. That's why you create a community, so that you have a safe space where you are, there are some rules and regulations about who can say what, that, we monitor, and we keep it very uplifting and supportive, and very much where people can share if they're having an issue in their business or a question. They wouldn't put those out on a regular Facebook page. Most people wouldn't. Some would have no problem putting it anywhere, but most people aren't going to put that out there on a main Facebook page. They feel comfortable in our private community. So I'm going to say, Facebook, you need to work on that.
I wish Facebook was listening.
I mean,
somewhere. I wish, other than to what products we want to buy.
You mean you don't think Facebook is one of our 5 listeners? Really?
If they are, I got a whole laundry list of things.
So this just tells you all, we're talking about the difference in Facebook pages. I mean, we each have different Facebook pages. Libby and I have the one for Consignment. Samantha has Sorting with Samantha. We have the community of Consignment Chats, and then we have the landing page of Consignment Chats, the more business-like one. But it was interesting figuring out what we needed and why we needed it and how we needed it. And if you look back on all of our social media, probably from the beginning to now in your businesses and all, how much that's changed. I know if you go to Consignment, look back in the beginning and to what we do now, it's completely different.
So Instagram be completely different, 2 years from now. So you have to be willing to evolve. But all right, so we were talking a lot about what Facebook wants, but this is going to lead me back to our ideal customer.
Yes.
And knowing who you're talking to. You were saying, Samantha, that it was easy. Like, who you're talking to when you're doing your Sorting with Samantha posts. You know exactly who you're marketing to. You know what she's doing that time of day. And it's fun for you.
And I do that too. Yeah. Like when I'm scheduling the posts, okay, I want to make sure it's either before she goes to work, or maybe she's on her lunch break, or it's after work, but she's done with dinner. Like, I literally think about that kind of stuff when I'm posting, just to pick a time.
Yeah.
Oh, the beauty of it.
Fun and easy. And we didn't realize till we were talking today that Molly and I had done our ideal customer for C Chats, Debbie. I mean, because we do it for C Chats. Yep. And maybe, Samantha, that might be one of the reasons you're having such a hard time is
you weren't with us when we
introduced you to Debbie.
I didn't even know her name. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we need to redo that, because I think Debbie, with the addition of Samantha, might be a whole different person.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So I think we need to redo that for Consignment Chats. We need to redo our ideal customer or person.
And maybe we can kind of do that like in an episode, like a bonus episode or something.
Sure.
We can go through it, because we developed a template. If you don't know your ideal customer, you can go on our Patreon or go to our website and get the ideal customer download. Makes it super easy, even if you are a consignment seller or if you're a reseller. It's set up for both. But it's really quick. It's really easy. It's really fun, and it saves you. Oh, I can't believe we didn't do it with you for C Chats.
We just forgot.
I wonder why it's so painful for you. You have no idea who Debbie is. You don't even know who you're talking to.
The funny thing is, I recommend it to people all the time. Like, somebody was talking about Posh shows the other day, and they were like, well, I don't know if I should do these kinds of things for my inventory or these kinds of things for my inventory. And I'm like, who's your ideal customer on Posh? Like, forget your store and what you have listed and what you sell on eBay or what you do locally, or just forget all that. Who's your ideal customer that's going to come to a Posh show and do that? And I preach that all the time.
Because it's so life-changing, business-changing when you do it.
Yes, it's great. We should really do it.
So I'm going to go back to kind of the emotional part of it, though, because your ideal customer, let's say, we know our ideal customers, but there's still in reality struggles to come up with and have the inspiration to do a post. And I just want everybody to know that's normal. Like, I don't think there's anybody that doesn't have that struggle every now and
And
then.
you're our super creative one.
Mhm.
I know, right?
Yep.
So look, I am finding my mojo because of our Patreon, our Monday, our morning. Wait a minute. Minute.
Oh,
Motivation in minutes.
Motivation in minutes that we do.
Named it.
I named it and I can't remember. Motivation in minutes that we do Monday through Friday in the mornings. We do this and it's literally 10 minutes that we get together with our Patreon people. And I have to say, Samantha has her pom-poms when we do it. It has really been a game changer for me in being able to find my creativity, my mojo, and get my oomph started again. And I don't know why that is, except that I answer every morning. I have to look a group of people in the face and tell them what my word of intention for the day is. And I have to put a little thought into it. And then when we get off, I'm thinking, oh boy, I got to live up to this because tomorrow they're going to ask me.
Tomorrow they're going to see that the
Right.
clothing rack is
Whether
not-
you listed those or
yeah,
not.
which this is all new stuff. So I finally did it, but it didn't take one day, like I said.
Right. But yeah, that's really helped me. And I've found with that, my creativity is coming back. I don't know. It just feels like a positive support to start my morning off every morning. So, figure out that something that helps spark it again. And sometimes that might be even looking over other people's accounts. You don't ever want to exactly steal. I don't like when people exactly steal what I put on there, but there are so many great ideas that you can get without copying exactly what somebody has put on their post, and do it based on your business and who you are, but take the general idea of what they do. I think it is phenomenal. If you do repost somebody's, just remember to give them creds.
Yeah.
That you can do. Just give them credit.
Or ask permission.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think there are definite ways to help yourself get that motivation. And I think finding people that you can be accountable to each day helps motivate you for the day and get you going.
I know it's changed. I don't know if it sparked my creativity, but it's definitely motivated me. I'm doing like, I can't explain this, but for whatever reason, I'm doing double I was before in the same amount of time. And I can't quite explain it. I don't know if it's the focus. I don't know if it's the accountability. I don't know.
My thing is it's getting me up. Like, Maria got her license, so she doesn't need me to drive her to school. She makes her own breakfast, like does the whole thing. So I don't have like a set time that I got to be up and do. I've been doing my shipping at night, so like it's next to the door. Set it out on the porch for me in the morning. Boom, done. Mail lady's taken care of. Like, and I usually go to bed like 1 o'clock in the morning, so there's no more sales. We're good. Yeah. So for me, it's like, it's making sure that I am at least up and like out of bed. I may not be very put together. I have to be showered. Like, I got to be showered by this meeting, because from then on I can throw clothes on and I can get going. But like, my sipping coffee and flipping through Facebook and, oh, maybe I'll take a shower. That's done. That's done by the time that meeting starts. I need to be ready to move on, work.
It's a really big time suck.
They might be the 10 most important minutes of my day now. Honestly.
You're welcome.
Honestly. Honestly. Not that I'm here to push that, but that is what I was trying to figure out, like, what has gotten my creativity back. And that has been a big thing. So how can other people utilize that? Well, you can join our Patreon, or B, find your own group of people who you can be accountable for, even, or maybe it's, your neighbor
group. Yeah.
Whatever. But I think it will help in more ways than people realize. Because when we were starting this, I was like, meh, it'll be all right. And now I'm like, did somebody put vitamin B in my drink this morning? Because all of a sudden I got energy I didn't have the other day. Like, I'm ready to roll. Let's go.
We've said before, it's as easy as finding a buddy. Like, I have a group of people who we share our Wordle every day. And like, hey, did you do your Wordle yet? Hey, did you do it? You could do the same thing with this.
I do Wordle and I don't have anybody I share it with. I just do it.
this is how that group started.
I got to get in this Wordle group. Who knew?
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yeah,
Social media question.
So
How
are
much
you were
is-
talking about creativity. Can I
Yes.
put something in here? Or
Yes.
okay. Yeah. So you were talking about creativity. Now I'm not creative in that way where I'm creative in other ways, but not really like in a social media graphic kind of way at all. So what I've found works best for me is knowing my ideal customer. And I have a schedule of things I do every week. Like I know on, Monday I do a motivational quote. On Tuesday, I ask this or that question. I mean, these aren't hard and fast. So I don't have to think about it. On Wednesday, I do what sold Wednesday. On Thursday, we have our lives. Like I know I have that structure. If I don't have anything to post, like I don't have to think about it. I don't have to engage those creative parts of my brain. And that really helps me. So if you are going to do social media, maybe think about a schedule or standard things you do every week or once a week.
So I'm about to make your eye twitch. So for me,
Oh gosh.
it's the opposite. I tried doing, Motivation Mondays and Diamond Wednesdays, or I don't know. I had all kinds of weird stuff going. It lasts like 3 weeks and then I get sick of it. So I find that if I find that I'm like doing something and I'm like, oh, this is cute. Oh, this, and I get that, I will schedule ahead multiple posts. Sometimes it's the whole week. Sometimes it's 3, but at least boom. Okay. That's good until my next burst of, oh, this is cool. I want people to know about it.
Gotcha.
But if I try to be
very
too
different ways.
Yeah.
Very different ways to do it. Yeah. That's really cool.
And they're both successful. And that's what I think the biggest thing about social media. Everybody gets into the statistics and you have to do this, that, and the other. And I just feel like if you do things that aren't natural to who you are, you're never going to do it forever. You're going to burn out because it's just like working a job that's not one you love. If you love what you do, you're going to do it all the time and do it well. But if you're making your social media something that you're really not and designing it in a way that isn't true to what makes you happy, you're going to get sick of it over time. And to be honest with you, over time, people feel that. They see that and they understand that. And then they don't want to be a part of your social media,
Right.
They don't want
out.
Debbie out.
Debbie out.
Oh, Lord.
So I always feel like I know there are a lot of people that are into that, all the statistics, the marketing people, and into the, you have to do this and this is the best hour and day and whatever to post and da 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 da. I get some of that. And some of that may make a little sense with algorithms. I mean, they're real, but to me personally, the most important thing is being true to who you are and doing things that make sense to you and your business and not worrying about all the pressures that all the other people put on you.
Yeah, and a lot of like the statistics and like things you're looking at are geared toward big businesses. They are not geared towards small businesses. A lot of the recommendations you'll read, a lot of the do it like this are geared toward large businesses, not small businesses like most of ours. Yeah.
And it's like we say for everything. We say it for eBay, Poshmark, everything that we do, even your store hours, if you have a brick and mortar, as long as you're consistent, if it's 3 posts a week, that's fine. You don't have to do 3 posts a day if that's not what you can do. Some people can. Great, go for it. But as long as you're consistent in what you do, and that's what I know we need to work on is the consistency. Well, some of us are great at it. Some of us are not. So we just need to do the consistency part, just like eBay. It really doesn't matter if you list 50 items a day or 2 items a day. As long as you're consistent, you're going to see results and you'll grow at your pace.
Yeah.
Agree.
And know where you're going, know who you're talking to, know where you're going with your mission, know who you're talking to with your ideal customer.
Yeah.
And y'all, will be a lot easier.
Nowadays with Canva, it is so easy to create an image and to create your brand and who your business is and make posts. It's so easy. You can, if you're not a creative minded person, I mean, I love to go on there and yes, I get ideas sometimes from templates, but I like to start blank. I love a blank start, but there are so many templates there that you can take and turn into your own brand. Change the colors, move a little something here, change the image to what you want.
Template girl here.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it. So with that, it's easy, so easy to have that at your fingertips. You don't have to buy it. We pay for it because we use it all the time. But if you're even new starting out or don't have it, do the free one. Do the free one. Who cares if there's a little watermark or something on there? Just
So
do
for
it.
ListPerfectly members, I've been doing some listing parties and showing people how they can utilize the free version of Canva. And I also show what's in the pro and how we utilize it too. And I bring up some of our examples. But yeah, I have another one scheduled, I think this week. I should really look at my schedule. But I have one scheduled to do eBay store banners because a lot of people had questions about those. So they're going to come in, they're going to give me a, what's your store name and the colors of your store, and we'll just whip up some just to show how easy it is. It is super easy. I know a couple people came into my last one, and Vanessa, she had questions about stickers, and by the time I was done, I showed her a couple things. By the time we were done, she'd already made a couple different stickers and was starting to print them off. Very quick, very
That's
easy.
awesome. And I know we have some Canva tutorials here. I would say start with the brand kit.
Yes.
I think that is super helpful when you're developing your brand, your logo. Just get your colors, get your brand kit set. Molly will help you with that. Your fonts. It just will help you, especially in the beginning, build consistency with your brand. It's really important.
And there'll be a lot more tutorials coming out on that.
And I mean, that is one of the things we can do on our that we do on our Patreon private coaching is if you need help with logo development, if you have questions about the brand or even Canva, go on to our Patreon. Molly is an expert in this field. You will be hard pressed to find somebody that knows more or is more creative with it than Molly. So
no pressure.
Before you go to Fiverr, before you look for a VA, before you look for someone to do your logo, I would say definitely, consult with Molly and have her, walk you through and just maybe even help you build the brand kit because you can do so much more with that once the logo is ready. You can just continue that throughout all of your anything you brand, any marketing.
That's a great part. Not that this is a Canva ad. We are not sponsored by them, but if you guys want to, we could.
We should.
Yeah, Canva, if you'd like to. We're here for you.
We should have an affiliate link or something.
Side note, they just started an affiliate program like last month, and it is on my list to get us signed up for that. So that's happening.
Canva.
Yeah, that's happening. they just started it. What was I going to say, guys?
I don't know, but I'm sure it was brilliant.
Oh, well, that brand kit, it's so nice because I have both. I have mine and then the Consignment Chats one, and they're all linked because you can just add teams and whatever. And it's so nice going in, and I don't have to remember what fonts and what. That is a perk to the pro thing, is all of our colors are in there and all of our fonts for the headers and the subtext and it's so nice to just go in there and not think about it. Just, this tint of blue, this tint of green. Oh, I'm sorry with Samantha, pinks and browns. And
add your logo to anything you create, right? Like you want to branding, you want to put that, in the corner of any image you create, any photo you put out there. You really just want to be consistent and get your name out there if you're doing it. And to do it from the start is just so worth it.
Right from the beginning. But don't worry, if you've been in business forever and maybe you've got your logo, but you want to spice it up a little, or you have it but you don't have a brand kit that you can just jump in and pull those things out, we can do that right off of your logo that you already have.
I mean, that's what we did. I had my logo for my store professionally designed. I don't know how long ago, a long time ago,
12 years ago.
And that was all I had was just like a vector file with the logo in it.
I was able to take that and design.
Well, how do I take that and build out a brand and be consistent with my fonts and my colors? And that's all I needed. To get started, it was just that logo, and Molly just made it happen. You'll see our faces. Can we talk about faces for a second? Because I'm going to use Adair Palmer, because I always say Adair Palmer said something. She's a Facebook marketing expert, said something really profound one time. She said, you can't outsource your face. And I was like, huh, whoa, yeah, because our faces weren't on anything at that point when she said that. Now our faces are everywhere, guys.
Everywhere.
And she was so
Everywhere.
right. People like immediately connect with that, like on the eBay logo. Like when you can see somebody's face, it is, you know, something you generally stop at if you're scrolling, like thumb stoppable, right? It's really important that you consider. I know some people just aren't comfortable doing that and they don't want to do it. But I would, if you are at all on the fence, jump over to the other side, put your face on things. There's a reason people connect with you on a personal level. It is so incredibly important.
Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do
And
it.
people aren't judging. I mean, maybe there's trolls or whatever, but
Always.
thanks for the engagement.
Right? They just help us troll away.
Troll away. But people are not looking at you and criticizing you. They're just happy to see a face. They're happy to make that personal connection. It makes them more likely to trust your brand, right? Because that's one of the biggest things is you buy from people you know and trust. And it goes a long way in establishing that. So put your face out there. Put it. You don't have to put it everywhere like we do.
And y'all, I got to tell you this too. If all else fails, get your pom-poms, Samantha. Get your pom-poms. If all else fails and you're really struggling, all you need is the mojo dance.
I'm still developing the mojo dance, but now every time I say mojo, I have to dance.
I think by the time we get to Boston, by the time we get to Vegas, April or spring of 2025, it's going to be developed into a whole line dance, right?
Right?
Oh,
right?
Gosh.
I feel it now. C-Chat's mojo line dance. Let's do it.
There is a line dancing class here on Saturday, and I was going to skip it, but now I need to go take lessons.
Now you got to go so we can pull different moves and put together an original.
Okay, so for people that don't know what we're talking about, we should probably explain the mojo dance and its origination, right?
Yes. So we talked about our motivation in minutes that we have every weekday morning, and my word of intention yesterday was mojo. I had my mojo going, but I wanted to keep it going. So I said my word was mojo, and Livy, in her true serious self, said, and what are you going to do to implement that and keep it going throughout the day? And I
She's
said,
like over there shaking her pom-poms.
I said, crap, I don't know. I didn't think about it afterwards. I just want more mojo. I said, I don't know. I'll dance every time I say it. So this woman proceeded to text me every couple hours all day and said, mojo dance. And I had to stop whatever I was doing, which at one point was a Zoom class with like almost 30 other people. And I stopped the whole class and said, wait, I got to do a mojo dance.
It worked though, didn't it?
It works. Now it's my thing.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all. All right. So wrapping up points that are important for people who are struggling with social media. Let's do it.
Number 1, do not feel pressure to be on it if it does not fit your mission.
Yes.
Like it. Number 2, put your face on it.
Yes.
Number 3, I got a number 3. If you're not
Go
ready,
for it.
Samantha, know who you're talking to if you're going to do social media. Know your ideal customer, where they are, what platforms. Are they on Facebook? Are they on Instagram? Are they on TikTok? Know where they are. Know who they are.
Different? Are they different for everyone?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I just lost mine.
Are we on 4?
4. We're on 4.
Don't overthink it. Just do it.
That's that one we use for so many things, don't we?
Yep.
That is like one of our favorite. Maybe we need that on a t-shirt in our merch.
I only learn by trial and error. Like that's
right?
it. You can tell me till you're blue in the face, but until I try it,
best way to learn.
Do it.
I don't learn anything.
Number 5, find some motivational support, whether it's a neighbor, Facebook group, C-Chat's private community, or, a Zoom call in the morning, anything like that you can find a group that supports you, that helps pick you up and get you ideas and get you going for the day.
Yeah.
Wow.
That should be enough to get anybody out of a slump.
Number 6, remember, all those stats and things that you read everywhere are based on big corporate businesses. People who shop small businesses, quote, mom and pop shops, want to see the mom and pop, want to know the mom and pop. They want to know.
Back to number 2, put your face on it.
Put your face on it and be true to who you are.
That's a call out to all the people that follow us. I have so many people that they join our communities, or we don't allow business pages in our community, but there's so many that we follow. I don't know who they are. It just says their store name, and I get to see all the wonderful things they have in their store. I have no idea if I met that person at Boss, or if they've I have no idea, because I don't see their face.
And to remember the business name and match that up with the face, after meeting. So yeah, it would be great to see your face. If you're one of those people, we want to see you.
I want to see you.
All right, y'all, put your faces close, grab your cup, and till next time, cheers.
Thanks for joining Libby, Molly, and Samantha, the ladies of Consignment Chats, as we build a resourceful community of collaborative resellers. Find all the ways to connect with us on consignmentchats.com. Episodes are available on YouTube and anywhere you get your podcasts. In addition, join our free private Facebook community.